the internet, but we're ready. They started maybe a little early. Don't tell Coach Aldridge I said that. So we're going to start off here with the girls varsity. They just ran the JV girls. Sorry we were not able to bring that to you. There's the replay of that. Close race. Either Fredericksburg or Bernie, a close one. And it's a photo finish right there. So that was Camila Rodriguez for Fredericksburg. And Wimberley, Peyton Helbig. We'll get the results. They'll send those to us a little later, and we'll get those to you. Next will be the 100-meter hurdles for the girls varsity. There will be 2 heats. Well, actually, this is the second of the JV heat right here. Am I correct on that? Yeah, we have 2.
Looks like we got 3 heats. Or is this varsity?
Well, this is varsity because that's Bella. So this is going to be the varsity. The first heat is going to be in lane 2, Carson Kurtz of Bernie. Lane 3, Jasmine Phillips of Bernie. In lane 4, Grace Harney of Wimberley. Lane 5, Bella Rozek of Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Caitlin Marshall of Wimberley. Lane 7 will be Maddie Pipkin of Canyon Lake. And the way they have aligned the lane assignments is the leader, the one with the best time coming into district, will be lane 4, and then they'll go lane 3, lane 5, lane 2, lane 6, lane 1, lane 7. So that's how they do that. So as they getting into the blocks, once again, this is the prelims. We're going to try to time it as well and give an unofficial time.
They'll be taking 8 of the fastest times to the finals, which will be run tomorrow night. Wow.
And it looks like that's Harney in lane 4 takes the lead. Unofficially, I've got 15.53. His second place was Rosick of Fredericksburg. So once again, they'll take the top. Are they going to take 7 or are they going to take 8? Because I don't think they're using lane 1.
I think they'll take 8.
You think they'll take 8? All right, so the 8 best scores or best times will go in the finals on tomorrow. So heat 2 of the prelims in lane 2, Summer Habe from Bandera. Bailey Gold will be in lane 3 from Wimberley. Sydney Slaughter will be in lane 4 for Fredericksburg, along with Cameron Whiting in lane 5 from Fredericksburg. Macy Morrison will be in lane 6 from Bandera, and lane 7 will be Claire Schroeder from Canyon Lake. And thank you, Mr. White. He confirmed that top 8 JV and varsity times from the running prelims will advance to the finals. Just to get caught up, the earlier run that we had was the 3,200-meter run for the girls. The 4 people that have qualified for the area tournament, area meet, Taylor Grona got first from Fredericksburg. Raylyn Butler from Bandera got second. Cadence Patterson from Canyon Lake was third, and Ann Claire Kopp from Fredericksburg was fourth. Real quick for the boys, first place was Seth Garza from Bernie. Second place was Logan Dabowski from Bandera. Third was Jackson White from Bernie, and fourth was Braden Cox. And the girls are in the blocks. They're up, and they're off. Slaughter with the best time. Boy, and she's moving. Then there's Whiting right beside her. Fredericksburg 1 and 2. Here they come to the finish line.
Good run.
A 15. I got a 15-7-8. So we know those first two of each group will go for sure. But it'll come down to times. You know, you don't have to run your best time in the prelims, but you have to get in the top 8 to go to the finals. Now the
110
volunteer coaches are going to change the hurdles, and now we'll be running the boys 110-meter hurdles. We'll have the JV. The JV should have 2 groups. Heat 1 will be Esteban Leyva from Bandera in lane 1. Lane 2 was Kevin Fortuna from Davenport. Lane 3 from Fredericksburg, Otto Cornett. Lane 4, William Keller from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Thomas DeMent from Bernie. Lane 6, Caleb Hamby from Bernie. And in lane 7, Luke Moses from Canyon Lake. You know, I was telling you earlier, Bill, that I ran track earlier in my career just to work on my footwork to get quicker for baseball and basketball. And so we worked on the hurdles, and I really wasn't trying to be on the team, but I was trying to get better, and so I got faster, and so my times actually were good enough to qualify. And so coaches put me in the 300 hurdles. That's what I. But he said, he goes, I want you to run the 100-meter hurdles too. And I said, Coach, I'm as tall as the hurdle. And he goes, nah, you can do it. So I promise you, this is what happened. So the only time I ran it, we go, and I was already coming out of the blocks. I was already in last. The guys on my right and left kept knocking my hurdle over. So I was just having to just to hop over them. And I got to the and they knocked over every single one. And I got to the last hurdle, and they didn't knock it down. What do? I hit it and just took I'm telling you what, all I had to do was clear one hurdle, and I didn't do it. I told the coach, I said, see, I no longer had to run the 110s. So.
We have some good hurdlers, according to.
Yeah, top in the region. We got number 1, number 3, number 5, number 6. I'm telling you what, it's going to be, unfortunately, Seidenberger from Fredericksburg, he's out with an ankle, had a stress fracture, hoping he can, heal quickly. But unfortunately, he's going to miss the district meet. But Dane Carter's in 6th, Avery Steele, Carson Welch. So we have, 6, but really 5 of the top 10 in the region. So, really, yeah, it's going to be a tight race.
Looking time-wise, Christian Marshall should pretty much be the class of the field, I would think.
Yeah, he's a whole second above the next person. So definitely be interesting.
Yeah, 14:25, that will be pretty salty, or it is pretty salty. Our stadium record is 13:9, which when you break 14 in the high 110 highs, you are pretty good.
Yeah, and there's they need a Y there in the Varsity, the junior Varsity, but so the JV boys are in the blocks. And they're off. Good start there by Will Keller. Here comes, that is Otto Cornett, now takes the lead. And I've got Otto with a 17.80. Nice job there by Otto Cornett. Well, I'm proud of Otto. He's one of my basketball kids, and he is trying to work on his foot speed. So kudos to him, and he's doing a good job winning. So heat 2 of the junior varsity 110-meter hurdles. Lane 1, Andres Garcia from Davenport. Lane 2, Braden Laney from Wimberley. Lane 3, Ryan Howe from Davenport. Lane 4, Carson Grona from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, McCoy Bruce from Bernie. Lane 6, Cash McCullum from Wimberley. Also from Wimberley in lane 7, James Wilkes. And in lane 8 from Bandera, Isaac Segura. So Cornett's time officially 17.94. So I guess I was a little fast there. Boy, we appreciate Caleb showing the Jumbotron and immediate results there. That's the way the people at home can see that. They don't have to listen to me.
Take a little break.
So the heat 2 of the 110 hurdles JV boys, they are in the blocks. And that's a good start. That looks like Cash McCullum in lane 6. No, I'm sorry, that's Bernie. That's McCoy Bruce. McCoy Bruce is going to take first. And the second place, probably Cash McCullum. Yes, it'll be, next event will be the boys of Varsity 100-meter hurdle, 110.
Thank you, guys.
They're putting up the time. So Bruce's time is 17.81.
And they'll pick out the top 8, and that will be your finalists for tomorrow night.
Now, yeah, they're going to take, Coach, from what we have is the girls' 100-meter dash. That's what's next. I wonder what happened to the varsity boys.
Maybe they just had 8. Just had 8, maybe.
Okay, yeah. Maybe they, didn't need a prelim. Right. So that's what it was. Not enough, really didn't need 2 heats, so automatically go to the finals, so which isn't bad.
Save your energy.
Saves those legs. All right, so here we go. We're going to have 3 heats of the girls 100-meter dash junior varsity division. In lane 2, Natalie Collentine from Bernie. Lane 3, Kylie Givens from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Elizabeth Erlinson from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Kaylee Vaughn from Davenport. Lane 6, Abril Rodriguez from Bandera. And once again, want to apologize if we mispronounce a name. We don't mean to, but that's kind of, it happens, unfortunately.
We just don't know.
Yep, just don't know. So that is Coach Wyrick is getting lane assignments to the young ladies.
Got 18 young ladies here that competing for 8 spots.
You just got to run your fastest.
Everybody wants to be a sprinter.
Yep, not me. Although the only reason I would want to be a sprinter is I'd want it over as soon as possible.
This is one of those pretty much God-given talents right here. If God gives you the speed to run,
yeah,
or in some cases you have to go back and be a distance runner.
Yep. Or, you know what, he didn't give you the speed or he didn't give you the endurance. You got to find something else. But I'll tell you this, he did give you something special. You just got to find it. So
that's true.
Unfortunately, in track, when he was giving out track, he was thinking that he said something else, and I was at the back of the line. So
it does offer a variety of different talents.
Right.
You know, if you're willing to work hard at a certain thing, you can become a decent athlete.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, looks like they got the okay. So girls should be getting into the blocks. What a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here in Fredericksburg, Texas. Warm, but not too warm.
And a pretty nice crowd.
And they're off. This should be a photo finish. Looks like Davenport takes the lead. Elizabeth Erlinson for Fredericksburg's a little ahead. Vaughn in second place. And there are the times. Erlinson with a 13.81 for Fredericksburg. So heat 2 of the 100-meter dash for the junior varsity girls. Lane 2, Sienna Alonso from Canyon Lake. Eleanor Jones from Canyon Lake. Maddie Brushaber from Wimberley. Annabelle Page from Fredericksburg. Quinlan Taylor from Bandera. And Mackenzie Williams from Bandera.
Let's give a little shout out to our starter and assistant starter, Bruce Faust, Alan Kaiser. Without them, we couldn't get started.
Need a starter.
They've done a fine job.
And the girls are in the blocks. Pretty good start there. Looked like Page from Fredericksburg is out in front. But here comes the girl from Wimberley, Maddie Brushaber. Page and Brushaber 1 and 2. And we'll go to the monitor here and the Jumbotron. Check the officials. So there's Page at a 13.78. And I believe that's the fastest time so far of the 2 heats, and we have one more heat. So in heat 3 from Wimberley, lane 2, Maddie Happily. Lane 3, Frida Navarra from Davenport. Lane 4, Isabella Tomlinson from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Anna Marino from Bernie. Lane 6, Holland Wyatt from Wimberley. And in lane 7, Talon Dodson from Davenport. So this is the final heat of the girls' JV 100-meter dash. They're ready at the finish line, so starters get them in the blocks. Boy, a nice start there by Dodson out of from Davenport as she gets out of the blocks quickly and's got the lead. But here comes Tomlinson from Fredericksburg in lane 4. And Anna Marino finishes second as she leans ahead. Dodson's time 13.65. Marino then in second. Tomlinson in third. So next will be the boys 100-meter dash, the junior varsity boys. There will be 3 heats. In heat 1 from Fredericksburg, Matthew Smith Castillo. Lane 3, Mason Stewart from Bernie. Lane 4, Giovanni Borjas from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Marcus Hernandez from Wimberley. And in lane 6, Emmett Greeman from Davenport. You know, Bill, you wanted to thank the starters, but there are so many other people. You know, let's thank the clerk and assistant clerk, which is Sam. You've got hospitality. Oh, and that was good. Christy Dance was in charge of that. The finish clerk, Shane Willis. The results, the timing, Seth Brower from Track for Life. Video, of course, we want to give thanks to Billies.Live and Paige Finley. The awards and announcer, Gina Yinsky. We've got a few more that will start, but we've got the first heat ready to go. They're in the blocks. And they're off, and looks like Matthew Smith actually, I think that's Wimberley. I think Marcus Hernandez. Yep. No, actually Borjas from Fredericksburg was able to narrowly beat Hernandez. 0.03 of a second. That's pretty darn quick.
Yep.
But we also want to thank once again our announcer and awards, Gina Yinsky, the track gate monitors, Ron Ginchetti, Michael Langford, and Shane Willis, and then of course the people who've been helping with the hurdles, people from Wimberley, Davenport, Bernie, Canyon Lake, and Bandera. All the coaches couldn't do it without you. Like I said, this is a track is an individual event, but the track meet is run by a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Here's lane 2, Kevin Rodriguez from Bandera. Lane 3, Weston Klutz from Bernie. Wimberley, Becken Bruner, and they're off. Jacob Burton Wood in lane 5 for Fredericksburg. Elijah Johnson in 6 from Canyon Lake, and River Hand in lane 7. And it looks like it's going to be Jacob Burton Wood finishing first for Fredericksburg with 11.95. All right, then in Heat 3 of the prelims, Lane 2, Cale Barnett from Bandera. Lane 3, Judge Erickson from Davenport. Lane 4, Tate Craycraft from Bernie. Lane 5, Brandon Carrillo from Wimberley. Lane 6, Zahir Livingston from Davenport. And in Lane 7, Nathaniel Vega from Bandera. I only see 4 or 5 guys there. I think they're missing Barnett from Bandera. I don't see him in lane 2.
I guess we had a scratch for some reason.
And they're off. Quick start there by Judge Erickson. No, that's Bernie, Tate Craycraft. And all of a sudden, boom, it's a photo finish.
Yeah.
It looks like Wimberley, Brandon Carrillo might have just got the lean.
Got pretty tight right there at the end.
Cale Barnett Craycraft. See what they're going to say. Livingston, Zahir Livingston from Davenport, and then Carrillo from Wimberley in second.
And that's the last heat.
And actually they
the
changed
JV.
it. Wimberley, Carrillo. I thought Carrillo got in there ahead. So Carrillo wins by 0.02 of a second.
You had the top 4 all pretty tight right in there.
That was a good, close race.
Be a good one in the finals for that JV bunch. Varsity boys up next.
All right, there are 3. Well, I don't have no, it's varsity girls are up next. So varsity girls, 100-meter dash, the varsity division. 3 heats, lane 2 from Bandera, Emily Garcia. Lane 3 from Davenport, Kennedy Tuttle. Lane 4 from Fredericksburg, Anna Gold. Lane 5, Mary Armas from Fredericksburg. And lane 6, Riley Smith from Bandera. And I'm trying to think if Gold is maybe the favorite here in the 100. She has the second highest time or fastest time in the region
With a 12:63.
So we'll keep an eye on lane 4, Anna Gold. And Anna Gold is out quickly. Well, I tell you what, and she ran so fast her number came off.
Yeah.
Going to be interesting what time she get. Her best time this year is 12:63.
12:75.
She ran a 12:72 officially. So kind of on pace for what she needs.
Yep.
But you don't want to pull something that's just the prelims. Get in the top 8.
Get yourself in there for the finals, and then let her rip.
So heat 2 of the girls 100-meter dash in the varsity division. Lane 2, Frances Vega from Davenport. Lane 3, Brianna Stimmel from Bandera. Lane 4, Peyton Salado from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Kamara Koenig from Bernie. Lane 6, Tara Lynn Babb from Wimberley. And lane 7, Madison Johnson from Canyon Lake. And Heat 2 has got another top runner in the region in Salado from Fredericksburg. And we'll see, Van Herring will run in the next heat. And she's another favorite of the region. So keep your eye on lane 4. Her time is a 13:04, so we'll see if Peyton can... and she's out quickly, Peyton Salado. And Salado looks she's going to take on first. See what her time is. 13:01, so that's her. That's a career best. Actually gave her a 12:95.
There you go. We should do well in the 100. We, on our 4x100 relay in the ladies, they have one of the faster times in the region. So at this point,
I think they're number 2. And you know, when you got 2 girls right there in the top 5 now with that time in the region. So nice run there by Salado. And then heat 3 in lane 2, Emily Pena for Canyon Lake, Brina Jones for Wimberley, Kiana Van Herren from Davenport, and she's another one that's got a top time in the region, so keep your eye on her in lane 4. Jordan Lim from Bernie in lane 5, Elise Brown from Wimberley in lane 6, and in lane 7 from Bernie, Kendall Lim. And well, it looks like there's been a couple scratches there as we only have 3. So lane 5, Lim, 6 and 7. So Lim, Brown, and Lim. I wonder if they're sisters. Jordan and Kendall. Who's going to get the bragging rights?
Yeah.
Looks like Jordan may get bragging rights. Going to be Jordan Lim from Bernie. Lim, Brown, then Lim. Lim with a 13.70. Well, that's kind of a shocker there. You know, you had Kiana Van Herring from Davenport. She's got one of the top times in the region, and she didn't even run. So
well, she may have come up with an injury. Maybe she's going to run 3 relays.
Well, that could be the case.
You know,
you get 3 running events and 2 field events max.
Right.
So maybe they needed her somewhere else.
Sometimes you have to make a choice on where you think you can get the most points. We talk about track being a big individual sport, and it is, but you also are concerned about a team championship.
Right, get some points.
And so a coach is going to try to align his personnel to get the most points that he can. And believe me, Dan and Dusty both have set up late at night figuring, because they know what everybody's doing, and they got it down to a T where they think they can score the most to have a chance to get a team championship.
Well, the boys varsity 100-meter dash, we've got 3 heats. In heat 1, lane 2, Matthew Souza from Canyon Lake. Lane 3 from Fredericksburg, Jesse Leha. Lane 4, John Paul Castro from Bernie. Also from Bernie in lane 5, Aaron Oviedo. Lane 6, Natharkorn Ranguasi, from Wimberley. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that one. And in lane 7 from Bandera, Luke Barnett.
We're supposed to have 1 and 4. Don't have 1. Wonder what happened there.
That looks like Jesse Leha for Fredericksburg in the lead in lane 2.
Won that pretty easily.
Hey, man, walk back in your lane, please.
Leha's time 11.53. See where that goes in the region for the boys. 11-3. That could be that could be in the top 2. Or they're going to say 11-5 now. So I mean, he's going to be in the top 6 in the region. Nice run there by Leha. Heat 2 in lane 2 from Fredericksburg, Brian Martinez. Lane 3, Travis Steele from Wimberley. Lane 4, Canyon Staten from Wimberley. Lane 5, Charlie Stahl from Bernie. Lane 6, Chasten Gold from Davenport. And in lane 7, Aiden Edwards from Davenport. And I only see 5, so we may have a scratch. Lane 7 looks like Aiden Edwards has not run it.
Lane 4 is probably the lane to keep your eye on.
That's Canyon Staten from Wimberley. Got the 4th best time in the region. Boy, he got out in a hurry. And Staten's going to win it, and his teammate Travis Steele gets second. It's going to be a good time there, 11-3-4 officially.
Okay. Run through there, man.
And then we have Heat 3 of the 100-meter dash, Varsity Boys Division, Lane 2, David Guerra from Bandera. Lane 3, Gunnar Winkler from Bandera. Lane 4, from Canyon Lake, Shane Moss. Lane 5, Patrick Allman from Canyon Lake. Lane 6, Kyler Payne from Davenport. And in lane 7, from Fredericksburg, Angel Neary.
Just a reminder.
I only see a few of them. I don't know, we may have a couple scratches here. As I see Winkler, I don't see Guerra. Oh, there's Guerra. So it looks like Angel Neary from Fredericksburg is not going to run. And out of the blocks, that is Shane Moss from Canyon Lake. Here comes Allman from Canyon Lake. He's going to finish second, and Winkler third. Moss a time of 11:27. So he'll definitely go to the finals. So they'll take the top 8.
I believe that was the best time, wasn't it?
I believe so.
27.
So that was the final heat for the boys 100. Now we'll go to the girls 400-meter dash, the JV division. There will be 3 heats. In heat 1, lane 2, Madeline Garza from Bandera. Lane 3 from Fredericksburg, Annabelle Page. Lane 4 from Wimberley, Maya Jones. Lane 5 from Fredericksburg, Eleanor Burns. Lane 6 from Wimberley, Destiny Hester. And in lane 7 from Bandera, Phillips Tessa, or that may be Tessa Phillips. In the 400 here, that's one time around the track. Used to call it, in my day, they used to call it the 440.
Exactly.
Of course, now we had to change everything to meters.
Yep. It changed our vocabulary when they did, too. I still say mile relay. You know, it's supposed to be 4x4, 4x400.
I don't know why. I'm going to say mile relay too.
I still say sprint relay for the 4x100. And the 4x200, they didn't even have that around whenever.
Yeah.
You know, they gave that when they allowed the girls to put pole vault in. They allowed the boys to put the 4x200.
Okay.
in.
So there, we appreciate our hurdle people or our block setters. Helping out, bringing them down. There's Judd Beard and Emma and Maggie Shepard. And there's Seidenberger. We talked about him, and he's in his boot.
Yep.
I think that's one of the Torres brothers.
Hoping to get himself healed up before this fall.
Yeah.
You know, another person that we could thank too is Coach Dan Aldridge for all the work and time that he puts in to help put on a meet like this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very well organized, as you would expect.
Oh, and Coach Aldridge is very meticulous, and he's got everything down to the second. He leaves no stone unturned. He is one of the best, and his track teams have done so well.
And also Coach Moffitt as an athletic director.
Yep.
I see him on the phone right there getting something taken care of. Yeah, the good old quarter mile. That's a pretty tough race, and then I think the mile relay or the 4x400 is worth staying to the very end of every track meet that you go to.
Well, that's why they put it at the end. They try to, it's the most exciting, and it's worth the most points, and that's why they put it at the end. Try to keep everybody there. But in this race, they're going to be staggered. A lot of people, like lane 3, lane 4. You're running the same distance, but is it a psychological thing to be in the middle of the track? I mean,
I think you have to be pretty mentally tough to be in the outside lane because you can't see. Everybody feels like they're chasing you, even though you've got the stagger and it's all equal. You've got somebody that you feel like you can pull on. When you're out in lane 8, you're all by yourself.
Yeah, but still the goal is to run as fast as you can. So,
Exactly.
But you're right. I guess there's a mental picture.
Exactly.
Maybe seeing that person ahead of you, going, well, I gotta give forth just a little more effort.
Right.
So I can understand that.
I mean,
I don't want lane 1 because you're in last place already.
right. If they seed the way we're seeding, where the fastest time is in lane 4, I want to be in lane 3.
Oh, really? Right beside him.
I want to pull. I want to be able to pull off the fastest time.
Can you drag like they do in race car? No, you can't drag.
I don't think that works in the same way. It just gives you that advantage that you or a goal. It establishes a goal to reach out and get that guy.
So in the girls 400-meter dash in lane 1, well, not going to be lane 1. Actually, it's going to be lane 2. Madeline Garza from Bandera. Oh, I've already saved this, didn't I? I'm way ahead of myself.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
You've got that.
Yeah, it's just taken.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just taken them a little longer than what they did in the In the 100, I guess because you got to really worry about the staggers.
And you got to move all the blocks
Yeah,
down, and
yeah.
the starters have to walk to the other end, and takes a little time to get set up. Plus, Coach Aldridge will keep people on time.
He's probably saying, hey, we're running this too fast.
Yeah.
We want people to, if they're going to get here at a certain time to watch their child, and
Right.
we don't want to be early.
And it's always important for your warm up. You
want to have the proper. You don't want to pull anything. You're right, because you're giving it all you can.
If you're just running things as fast as you can in a track meet, it makes it real hard to judge your warm up to prepare for your race. Yeah, see, we're scheduled for 6:15, and
What time is it?
we're 2
It's
minutes
6:04.
ahead.
Yeah, we're ahead. Well, that's all right. It's always good to be a little ahead than behind.
Exactly.
And they're off.
And when you're the host for a track meet, you want people to leave and saying that was one of the best run track meets that I've ever been to.
Well, it looks like that's Wimberley. Destiny Hester's out in front. Eleanor Burns in second place. But as we make these turns, they'll get a little more of the stagger. Will help. Here comes.
They're pretty equal right now. Now Fredericksburg is going to.
Looks like Fredericksburg may take the lead, but here comes in lane. Is that lane 3?
Is that Wimberley or?
That's Wimberley. Maya Jones.
She's running a good race right there, pretty strong.
So you got Wimberley, Fredericksburg. So you've got Jones, Hester, and Burns. 1, 2, and 3. Then Annabelle Page and Garza. All right, heat 2 of 3 heats. Lane 2 from Bandera, Laney Bowman. Lane 3, Gianna Cortez from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Zoe O'Neill from Canyon Lake. Lane 5, Raven Garcia from Davenport. Lane 6, Madison McKinnon from Fredericksburg. And in lane 7 from Canyon Lake, Nayeli Ramirez. So they're getting their blocks set. That way they can get a good start. A good start can really make the difference in a race. Got to explode low to high or low to low. Stay low. I remember someone who ran real high. That was, you probably know him too. Ran for Baylor. You know what I'm talking about? Michael Johnson.
Yep.
He kind of ran real upright.
Yep, sure did.
But a heck of a runner, an Olympic champion.
Yes.
And they're off here in lane 2. In heat 2.
A double champion in the 200 and the 400.
Boy, that is Madison McKinnon out in a hurry for Fredericksburg. Next to her, Raven Garcia, and Garcia's already picking up ground.
There's an example of a basketball player primarily that's out running track.
getting better.
Wants to better herself, and that's one way to do it.
Well, when my wife was here, that's all they had really was basketball and track. That's what she did.
Right. And there was a time where they didn't even have girls track.
Wow. Raven Garcia is going to run away with this one. Second place is going to be O'Neill from Canyon Lake. And then third place, Cortez from Canyon Lake, followed by McKinnon from Fredericksburg and Bowman from Bandera. So heat 3, lane 2, Sofia Stoyanov. Okay, here we go. I got to look at this a couple. Stojanovski. All right, so Sofia Stojanovski. Okay, we'll go from Davenport. Sorry about that, Sophia. That is my inability to read. In lane 3, Isabella Frank from Wimberley. Lane 4, Nuria Everett from Davenport. Lane 5, Abby Smith from Bernie. Andre Menz from Bernie in 6, and in 7 from Bernie, Danielle Borrego. So the gun is up. There's the smoke. And here comes that's in lane 4. Actually, lane 5 on the move. That's Smith from Bernie.
And lane 4 is also moving into contention.
Lane 4 is from Davenport. That's Everett. So it's going to come down to Everett and Smith. We'll see if Smith can hold on. Coming down the stretch. And it is going to be Smith and Everett 1 and 2. Followed by Mentz, Frank, and Stojanovski. So that is the girls' JV 400-meter dash. And now we're off to the boys' JV 400-meter dash. In heat 1 of 3 heats, lane 2, Benjamin Kabler from Wimberley. Lane 3, Landon McLaughlin from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Nicholas Ramirez from Wimberley. Lane 5, Sam Cannell from Bernie. And in lane 6, Logan Sadler from Bandera. And there are the lane assignments right there. And they're in the blocks. Gun is up. The JV boys. Bang! And they're off. Boy, Ramirez in lane 4 has already picked up the stagger. Question is, did he come out too quickly? He and Kennel from Bernie are in a race. Here comes Kennel. They come down the stretch, and Ramirez is going to try to hold him off.
And looks pretty strong doing it.
Yeah, nice run there by Ramirez. Ian Kennel with a really huge lead. Followed by Sadler, McLaughlin, and Kabler. So heat 2, in lane 2 will be Chevy Standiford from Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Silas Galarza from Davenport. Lane 4, Charlie Johnson from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Tristan Hamlin from Davenport. Lane 6, Woodrow Goen from Bernie. And in lane 7 from Canyon Lake, Michael Noying.
Charlie Johnson, huh? From Fredericksburg.
Charlie Johnson.
Goes to Charlie Johnson at Carrizo Springs. And,
maybe it's the same guy.
This guy ran a 10-2 100-yard dash and
wow,
became the county judge at Carrizo. I don't know.
You know, I'm not going to brag, but I ran a 10-2 in the 40. So, well, I told you I wasn't going to brag.
Yeah.
So.
You remember when they always have the 50-yard dash for junior high?
Mm-hmm.
And if your assignment was picking 4th or 5th, you were never going to pick the right one.
Hey, I had troubles when we played Red Rover, come on over, so, that was too far for me to run.
And that 50-yard dash, they come across like that,
I love when our elementary has field day. When they come out here, it's really something to watch those kids compete. So, and they love it. They'll hold up their ribbons when they get a ribbon.
You bet.
So here is heat 2. They're off. Well, I tell you what, lane 3. That is Silas Galarza from Davenport.
Davenport's got a couple in here that look pretty good right now. It's going to be
they're right there.
It's going to be a tight race.
Looks like Charlie Johnson may have the lead for now, but he got to make that turn, so he gives up a little more distance. So now they're going to come into the 100 meters left. There goes Charlie Johnson. Boy, here comes a kid from Bernie.
Yeah.
Woodrow Goen.
Closing fast.
Yeah, he nice job there. Ran hard all the way and going to pay off as Heatgate takes first. Charlie Johnson in second. And the two Davenport runners, that was Galarza and Hamlin, get third and fourth. So heat 3 in lane 2, Josh Nimrichter from Bandera. Lane 3 from Bernie, Javier Martinez. Lane 4 from Fredericksburg, Ethan Lozano. Lane 5 from Fredericksburg, Amal Thorne. Lane 6 from Davenport, Sean McClendon. And in lane 7, Colton Schmidt from Wimberley. So this is the last heat of the boys JV 100-meter dash. And then we will go next with the girls varsity as they're off. McClendon is going to take the lead. Ethan Lozano catching up in lane 4. So McClendon has the lead as we come down the stretch, but here comes Lozano. He's going to make it close. Don't know if he can catch him, but he's going to make it close, and looks like Thorne's going to get third. Then Martinez, then Nimrichter, then Schmidt. So those are the results. And we'll go on to the girls varsity 400 meter. We'll have 2 heats. In lane 1, Hayden Chappell from Bernie. That could be either Chappell or Chappelle. So I'll just say both of them. That way I cover myself. From Bernie. In lane 2, Hannah Edwards from Bandera. Lane 3, Trinity Butler from Bandera. Lane 4, Anna Gold from Fredericksburg. And I know Gold has got one of the region's top times. Wimberley, lane 5, Riley German. Morgan Cole from Bandera, and Madison Johnson from Canyon Lake. I think Gold, I think this may be her best event.
I do too.
Went to state as a freshman.
At least her best chance to go to Austin.
Right, right. Yeah, Anna Gold, she's got the best time in the region, I think, with a 59.
Yes.
And she's already.
She's out fast.
She's already, yeah, boy, does she now has a beautiful stride. I went to school with her mom and dad many, many moons ago. So Gold out in the lead. You know, it looks like she's just kind of, you know, doing what she should do, you know, in the prelims is, you know, get in the top 8. Although you want to do it to where you can get lane 4,
yeah,
you know.
That's true.
So nice run there by Gold. See what her time is, see how far off she is from.
Probably around a 60, 61.
Yeah. Didn't have to push it. I think, you know, once she could, I think there's another gear. So we'll see the results here. 1 minute. So she's, you know, a second off of her time. So in heat 2, after Gold wins heat 1, in lane 1, Emily Pena from Canyon Lake. Lane 2, Madison Franson from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Ella Sanchez from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Madison Morris from Bernie. Lane 5, Holly Harwood from Wimberley. Lane 6, Jamie Reedy from Bernie. And in lane 7, Ellie Marco from Wimberley. That means we need to race. Caleb was saying that his best time in the 400 was 1:30. So that would be a pretty good race, Caleb. You'd still probably win, though. And they're in the blocks, and they're off. Girls with a nice start here.
Just four in this race.
That's it? That's just 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so Reedy and Marco must have dropped out. So Ella Marco in the lead. Franson and Sanchez starting to make a move. Harwood still in the mix, and here comes Harwood down the stretch. See if Harwood catches Marco.
Times will be important because you're going to eliminate 4 people.
And Harwood does catch Marco. And then you had Sanchez and Franson. 102 for Morris. So Anna Gold will go in as the number 1 time there for Fredericksburg. And now we will have the boys varsity 400-meter dash, 2 heats. Lane 1, Brandon Miller from Bandera. Lane 2, Vance Jones from Wimberley. Lane 3, Bandera will be Felix Diaz. Lane 4, from Fredericksburg, Christian Torres. Lane 5, Landon Gary from Wimberley. Lane 6, Will Pearson from Bernie. And from Davenport in lane 7, A.J. Washington.
Running at a stadium record 47.5.
47.5.
Set back in 2005.
Well, they're off. We'll see already. Boy, what's that? Felix Diaz.
We look strong here.
He does look strong. Good stride there by Fredericksburg, Christian Torres.
Yep. Christian has a really good chance of making it to Austin in the 800. He's ran under 2 minutes this year, and I think he has the capabilities of
he's running a pretty good quarter right here.
Yeah.
It's going to be Torres is going to win it with Gary in second. Looked like Diaz in third. So there are your times and winners. Heat 2 for boys varsity is in lane 1, Steve Wolf, Davenport. Lane 2, Jose Lopez from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, William French from Bernie. Lane 4, Nathan Brooks from Wimberley. Lane 5, from Fredericksburg, Jesse Leha. Lane 6, from Bernie, Bodie Brown. Lane 7, Jaleel Soverall from Davenport. And in lane 8, from Bandera, Sam Nimrichter. So they're off and running. Leha in lane 5 has already picked up the stagger.
And still looking strong.
Yeah, watch out lane 2. Here comes Lopez. I'm sorry, who is that from Bernie? William French. And now all of a sudden Nathan Brooks is going to see if he can catch Leha, and he does catch Leha. Leha says, wait a minute. And it might be, it's going to be close. I think maybe Leha leaned, but French was making a pretty hard push. Be interesting to see what they're going to put. French from Bernie just.
Now, wait a minute.
Well, I don't think that's right. I thought Leha got second.
Well, they haven't gotten down to him yet.
So we're waiting. Yeah, I thought it was French and Leha, but I don't know, maybe.
They need to look at their camera again.
Well,
See?
do we have instant replay here?
Yeah, but you got evidence if you can run it back and look at it.
Okay. Oh, at the timer? Because they take pictures? Well, clear the track. We made a mistake. Well, that'll be interesting to see what happens. So now we're going to go with the 300-meter hurdles. Now, see, I could run this one because they put the hurdles on the lowest one possible.
For the girls, yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what. For someone who was terrible at track, I got a lot of track stories. You know, and this is a sad one because this was about 6 years ago. You know, like I said, you know, we did hurdles when I was younger in off season, you know, to try to get better. So that's what I did with our basketball kids, and I stopped doing that a couple years ago because, you know, I'm out there showing the kids how to do it. And, of course, you know, I prided myself. At least I did it right. You know, I mean, I really stretched over. I didn't high jump the hurdle. I went over the hurdle and, you know, got that trail leg down.
Right.
And so I was kind of proud that I could still do it. But unfortunately, I'm wearing my, you know, I've got Coach Aldrich's stopwatch in my right hand.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wearing my warm-ups and, of course, didn't zip them up. So you know how they flap. So I'm going over the hurdle, and it catches. And, of course, you can imagine. Now, this is what the dilemma was. As I'm going down, my hands are out, and I'm going, wait a minute, I have Coach Aldrich's stopwatch in my hand. I've got to protect it. So what do? I turn and roll to protect it, and there goes the shoulder. I roll. I get up, and it's out of place. It's just poking up here, and the guys are looking at me like, Coach, are you okay? And of course, clearly, you know, it's out of socket. And no, I'm not okay. But I had to be okay. I said, yeah, I'm fine, guys. I said, Coach, Prejean, take them back up there and go through this. And then I immediately went to the trainer, and she goes, yeah, it's out. I had to put that back in. And, of course, I
Painful, isn't it?
tore the labrum, had surgery. I mean, so we don't do the hurdles anymore. Well, I don't do the hurdles anymore.
No demonstration. Yeah.
No, I'm so too old to do that. You know, the body says, yeah, go ahead. You know, I mean, the mind does. The body says, no, don't do that anymore.
Just wait a minute.
So, like I said, I'm a terrible athlete. Okay, so we'll have the girls 300-meter hurdles. The junior varsity division will have 2 heats. In lane 2, Emily Pena-Grant from Bandera, Reagan Pack from Wimberley in lane 3. Lane 4, Katie Rudewick from Davenport. Lane 5, Jaden Jameson from Wimberley. Lane 6, Lydia Ross from Canyon Lake. And in lane 7, Salome Plattner from Davenport. So, you know, you can tell, Bill, that I really have no shame, you know. I have no ego. You know,
See, you can
when I mess up, I'll tell you I mess up.
you can you can get by with some of those stories since you've gotten old. I can remember you as a youngster, what a super athlete that you were, and still play golf pretty well.
Well, golf is about the only thing I could do now.
You know, some of that stuff gets much tougher as you get older.
It sure does. There's the gun.
Do you remember when they still ran the 180-yard low hurdles?
No.
Yeah. It was strictly a sprinter's race. I mean, when people run 18 flat in high school, you knew.
Yeah, they were running.
It was a sprinter, you know. But it was just a race. Like I say, strictly for a sprinter. The hurdles was no object to them.
Right.
Because they were 24 inches. That's you don't have to hurdle to do that.
Well, the one thing you've got to worry about here, you can't chop your steps. You've got to go ahead, because when you chop your steps, that's when something goes wrong. But nice job here by Rudwick from Davenport. She's going to finish first, and Wimberley, Reagan Pack will finish second. And then Lydia Ross for third. And there are the times and the places. Heat 2, lane 2, Haley Garcia from Bandera. Lane 3, Whitney Phillips from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Addie Wright from Bernie. Lane 5, Camila Rodriguez from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Emma Weaver from Davenport. And lane 7 from Fredericksburg, Natalie Plancarte.
Are we holding up here for just a minute, looks like? This is not track and field, but I did notice in the San Antonio paper yesterday morning that our softball team has moved up into the area top 10.
Yeah, they're solid.
And that's saying something when Fredericksburg gets somebody in the top 10 for the San Antonio area.
Yes. Well, they're sitting 6-0 in district. Won a big game against Bernie about a week and a half ago. So sitting in the catbird seat right now. But there's still a ways to go. Still got 4 more games. Got to take care of business. So here we go in Heat 2. JV girls, 300-meter hurdles. Oh, by the way, I saved the watch.
Oh,
yeah. The shoulder might have gone, but when I went back to Coach Aldridge, I said, Coach Aldridge, it's just like I got it. Nothing happened to it. So that was the important thing, and I forgot to say the most important thing. I saved the watch.
Probably the most important thing at that moment was getting to the training room.
Well, I just appreciate my players did not laugh one bit. They just looked at me like, uh-oh.
You know, on a deal like that, oftentimes they don't know whether to laugh or to be serious. Or
Well, we laughed about it later. You know, they said, Coach, you know, you can't do that anymore.
yeah,
So Rodriguez was the winner, and Wright with second place finish from Bernie. So it went Fredericksburg, Bernie, Fredericksburg. As Phillips and Plancarte got second, or third, and fourth. And now the girls' varsity, lane 2, Jade Whiting from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Bailey Gold from Wimberley. Lane 4, Grace Harney from Wimberley. Lane 5, Carson Hertz from Bernie. And lane 6, Summer Habe of Bandera. So Jade Whiting in lane 2. Her sister is in lane 4 in the second heat. So we'll see if maybe both of the Whitings can make it to the finals. This is varsity. Varsity girls, heat 1 of 2.
and you know, Fredericksburg has another girl, Anna Gold, who I think ran these one time, and she's got the second fastest time in the region.
Yeah.
So she's capable of doing a lot of things.
Grace Harney out for Wimberley. She's already gotten to the stagger, and she's got a pretty good lead. Maybe about 3 strides. Here comes Jade Whiting in lane 2. So Harney looks like she's going to take it. And then Carson Kurtz from Bernie going to get second. Third's going to be close. And it's going to be maybe Gold got third and Whiting got fourth as she clipped that last hurdle. Heat 2 for the varsity girls, 300-meter hurdles. In lane 2, Caitlin Marshall from Wimberley. Lane 3, Minnow Franson from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Cameron Whiting, Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Claire Schroeder from from Canyon Lake. Lane 6, Jasmine Phillips from Bernie. And in lane 7, Maddie Pipkin from Canyon Lake. And Anna Gold not running the 300 hurdles.
But the Harney girl was third.
Yep, you've got Harney and Whiting, so you've got 2 of the top, 3 of the top in the region from here, from this district, but Gold not running the 300 hurdles. So she ran the 100.
400.
The 400, and then she'll be in a relay, right?
Yeah.
So
and then
those are the 3.
That'll be a decision that they have to make. Do they keep her on the 4x100 or the 4x400?
Yeah.
Either way, you want both those to get out, both those relay teams to get to the area.
Right.
And again, I'm sure Coach Aldridge has got a plan already in place.
He's already thought about all that. He's already thought about what's happening next week. So we give him a hard time about how prepared he is, but you know, that's how you're successful.
Yep.
Whiting doing a nice job. She's not jumping the hurdle. She's hurdling it.
Right.
Getting that trail leg down quickly.
And steps are pretty well.
Oh, she kind of chopped that one a little, but she's got the lead. In second, Claire Schroeder from Canyon Lake, and in third, Minnow Franson. Then Pipkin, and then Marshall. Yeah, they're having a few difficulties there in the press box. Is it happy hour in there? Oh, they must be having a good old time there in the press box. All right, so now we're going to go the 300-meter hurdles for the JV boys. There will be 3 heats. Lane 2, Kevin Fortuna from Davenport. Lane 3, William Keller from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Tyler Balderas from Canyon Lake. Lane 5, Beckett Bruner from Wimberley. And lane 6, Joel Villa from Fredericksburg.
And the stadium record for this is 37 seconds flat by T.R. Cecil from Junction. That was a few years ago that he ran. I remember that. It's a tough race. When you move up to the 400 intermediate hurdles, it's even tougher.
Yeah, when you get to college, that's what you run. Well, we had Fredericksburg had a heck of a hurdler in Kyle Stout years ago.
Yep.
Ended up winning the state championship. Don't chop. There you go. Out in the lead, that is Balderas. Second place is Fortuna from Davenport. Third is Bruner. And then fourth, William Keller and Joel Villa from Fredericksburg. So heat 2, lane 2, Esteban Leva from Bandera. Lane 3, Ryan Howe in Davenport. Lane 4, Edward Santos, Canyon Lake. Lane 5, Thomas DeMent from Bernie. Lane 6, James Wilkes from Wimberley. And lane 7 from Canyon Lake, Luke Moses. Three heats. This is heat 2. Thomas DeMent looks like he's the first one out. Usually you can tell when they get to the first hurdle who's already picked up the stagger. So lanes 3, 4, and 5 are together.
Pretty much.
Now 3, that's Davenport, Ryan Howe. He's going to take the lead. It's going to be close. And it's going to be a sprint. Get to that last hurdle, and it looks like Bernie is going to get the win there. So that was Thomas DeMent from Bernie, who did a nice job of closing in the last 10 to 15 meters. DeMent, Santos, and Howe. So heat 3, lane 2, Colton Miller from Davenport. Lane 3, Otto Cornett from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, McCoy Bruce from Bernie. Lane 5, Caleb Hamby from Bernie. Lane 6, Cash McCullum from Wimberley. And lane 7, Isaac Segura from Bandera. You know, I got to tell you, Otto Cornett is one of our basketball kids. I'm so glad that he's doing the hurdles, because it is definitely going to help his foot quickness, foot speed. And he did well in the 110s.
he's going to end up growing a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks to me like
He's got a pretty good stride.
yeah.
And he's so coachable. He listens and he does things correctly. He's not the greatest of athletes, but you don't have to be. I think, a lot of times, if you're smart and intelligent, you can make up for deficiencies.
Exactly.
And that's the way I had to be. I mean, I wasn't the most athletic. But he's got good form. So winning it's going to be Bruce McCoy. Caleb Hamby at second, and Cornett's going to take third. We'll see if that's going to be enough to get in the top 8 in order to run tomorrow. So now we will go to the 300-meter. No, I don't have the vote. Oh, I guess they're. The boys varsity only had 7, so we will not have a prelims for the boys varsity 300-meter hurdle. So we will go to the girls 200-meter dash, the junior varsity division, 3 heats. In lane 2 of heat 1, Tessa Phillips from Bandera. Lane 3, Cassidy McBrady from Davenport. Lane 4, Elizabeth Erlinson from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Miranda Aleman from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Carly Garrison from Wimberley. And lane 7, Eleanor Jones from Canyon Lake.
And this is the last event today.
I like it. I like it. However, that would be me after a race. Someone would have to be carrying.
I was going to say, are they messing around, or is he injured, or?
Yeah, they had a smile on their face. I think he was all right. Yeah, going back to what I said earlier this morning, the best Texas Relays State Championship ever was Joe DeLoach ran the 200 in the 4A division and just smoked everybody. And I went, oh my word! And it was a world record, or it was a state record. And then right after that, Roy Martin in the 5A,
Yes.
he broke that record.
Yes.
It was incredible. I would have loved to seen those two guys run against each other.
Yes. It would have been good.
Oh, one of the best. That was the best 200 I'd ever seen. That was in 1985, I want to say.
It's been a good walk.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been long enough. Those two guys probably have grandchildren.
Yes. Well, this is Tim Kamen, Bill White, been giving you the District 28 4A District Track Meet, and we want to thank Billies.Live, Paige Finley, for producing this and putting it online. We get you can only get so many people in the stands, and I guarantee it. We had a great number of people watch this morning, and I'm hoping that those people tuned in again this evening to watch the prelims. We appreciate you guys and gals that who tuned in. Tomorrow we will run the finals. It starts at what does it say tomorrow? 6:10. We'll have the national anthem, and then 6:15 we will be off and running. So
should be a great evening for track. If you get an opportunity, well, come on out. Put as many people in the stands as we can.
And if you can't make it, we can watch it on TV.
Exactly. There will be some good performances that you'll get to notice and cheer for your favorite daughter or granddaughter, niece, nephew, cousin, whatever.
Looks like Miranda Aleman of Fredericksburg is out in the lead, but here comes Davenport Cassidy McBrearty. McBrearty and Aleman right there. I think McBrearty's going to catch her. Aleman's going to get second. Jones from Canyon Lake will get third.
We're all good. Okay, thank you, girls. I can head out through that way.
Actually, that was Erlinson. My bad. Erlinson from Fredericksburg, and then Aleman. So Fredericksburg, then Canyon Lake. Misread that. That's for sure. So heat 2, lane 2, Estella Calderon from Bernie. Lane 3, Ashlyn Mazur from Bernie. Lane 4, Estella Calderon was from Bandera. Ashlyn Mazur from Bernie. In lane 4, Ryan Kovacs from Davenport. Lane 5, Lenora Roberts from Wimberley. Lane 6, Taylor Givens from Canyon Lake. And in lane 7 from Bernie, Danielle Borrego. And they're off the 200. This is heat 2. It looks like Kovacs in lane 4 is going to take the lead. Here comes Ashlyn Mazur, Davenport. She's in second. From Bernie in second. So it's going to end up Kovacs, Calderon, and Mazur.
All right, girls, we're all good. You have to step up right there to your right.
So heat 3, lane 2, Kylie Givens from Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Hadley Witten from Wimberley. Lane 4, Zoe Cross from Davenport. Lane 5, Isabella Tomlinson from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Madeline Garza from Bandera. And lane 7, Faith Stewart from Bernie. I think it misfired.
First one today.
Well, you know what? I guess I'm full of track stories. A couple of years ago, I was starting one of the, I think it was the Carlin Wicker relays, and they asked me to be the starter. I said, sure. And that did, I knew I'd put the bullets in there, and when I clicked, it just clicked, and I went, and what do I do? It's a good thing that, there weren't any real bullets in there, because I went like this. I mean, how stupid. I looked at the gun, and then I pulled the trigger. Of course, it goes off, but fortunately, it was a blank. So I think after that, they said, hey, let's let Tim do something else. Oh. And they're off. Tomlinson out in front for the Billies. Here comes Cross from Davenport. She's going to take the lead. Cross and Tomlinson 1 and 2. 3 and 4 are going to be close. Looks like Hadley. And then maybe Witten. But Garza might have just stepped in front of Witten.
All right, thank you, ladies. Don't step off here to the left.
Witten was able to hold off Garza. And now we'll go to the JV boys 200 meters. We have 3 heats in lane 2, Braden Mulkey from Davenport. Lane 3, Jacob Burton Wood from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Ryan Shaw from Wimberley. Lane 5, Silas Galarza from Davenport. And in lane 6, Caden Rodriguez from Canyon Lake. JV boys 200 meter dash, the first of 3 heats. And they're off. Ryan Shaw out in a hurry from Wimberley. Here comes Wood. So it's going to be Shaw, then Woods. And then Galarza and Mulkey. Pretty good time there, 23.75.
Not bad for JV.
Yep. Heat 2, lane 2, Emmett Greeman from Davenport. Lane 3, Weston Clutch from Bernie. Lane 4, Connor Audette from Bernie. Lane 5, Nathan Baer from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Cristobal Neri from Fredericksburg. And in lane 7, Wilbur Zapata from Bandera. Like lane 4's got the lead. Actually, Neary from Fredericksburg is holding off Bernie runner Audette. Oh, a nice run there by Cristobal Neary. Second place went to Audette. Third place to Baer from Fredericksburg. And in Heat 3, lane 2, Jacob Lannon from Bandera. Lane 3, River Hand from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Chase Carson from Wimberley. Lane 5 from Bernie, Tanner Lundy. Lane 6, Drew Brasher from Wimberley. And in lane 7 from Bandera, Josh Nimrichter.
Lane 5, looks like we have a scratch in that.
That is Tanner Lundy. Scratched out of there. They're going to have it. It wasn't a false start. Actually, if you saw, that was Drew Brasher. He took off, and the back part of the block came off. They blew the block off. And nice job there by the starter, realizing that that's not a fair start. That wasn't his fault. That was just malfunction. So they're going to redo. So they're having to try to fix the blocks, and I think Coach Wyrick got it.
Get another set. Or did he get it? He's good for other things.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try that again.
And the reason that a starter will bring everybody back in a situation like that, the object is to have a good, fair start for every person.
Right.
And that's just enough to be disruptive and not have a good, clean start. And so you want to bring them back, give everybody
Here's a good race as Chase Carson in the lead from Wimberley with River Hand in second place, and Drew Brasher from Wimberley in third.
And, some people will say, no, it's just a JV. But it's not just a JV in that kid's mind.
Right.
You want to do...
You just want a fair opportunity to perform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, at whatever level.
So the 200-meter dash varsity girls division, 3 heats. Lane 2, Kendall Lim from Bernie. Lane 3, Bentley Lees from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Kiana Van Haren from Davenport. Lane 5, Lily Bolton from Wimberley. Lane 6, Shaylee Rogers from Bandera. So this is the final event of the evening for the girls varsity. We'll have 3 heats.
And just to refresh everybody, the top 8 times will go to the finals tomorrow night, and that would all be based on times. And this is a better system than hand timing, because that fully automatic timing device will have everything to the 100th of a second within range of everything. Whereas hand timing, you can be off slightly a little bit, based on human error. There's no human error in this, folks. This fully automatic timer does not lie.
Nice run there by Van Haren from Davenport as she wins her heat, the first heat, and Lease comes in second from Fredericksburg. So heat 2, lane 2, Emily Pena from Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Ella Sanchez from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Emily Thames from Wimberley. Lane 5, Samara Koenig from Bernie. Lane 6, Emily Garcia from Bandera. And in lane 7, Stella Brown from Bandera. Yeah. That, I guess you go like this. You can ask the question, how many officials does it take to fix some blocks? At least 2.
Yeah.
And we might need Coach Wyrick over there.
Yeah.
Let's just get a new set of blocks over there.
I'm sure we have another one.
Well, they're not using lane 1, so we should have at least 8 blocks. Here comes Coach Wyrick.
I'll have to take that down to Roadies tonight, see if they'll come in and fix it for us.
All right, so I think we've got the blocks in lane 6 fixed as she almost trips over. So heat 2 about to start. Good start there, and in lane 3, actually, count lane 4, that's Canyon Lake.
She's stepping out. And the wind going away.
Lane 4 is Samara Koenig. No, is that Tim's? Emily Thames from Wimberley. 27.5. Then Sanchez from Fredericksburg and Koenig from Bernie. So heat 3. Lane 2, Riley Shear from Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Addison Amick from Bernie. Lane 4, Landry D'Artez from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Jerriana McWilliams from Davenport. Lane 6, Tara Lynn Babb from Wimberley. And lane 7 from Canyon Lake, Madison Johnson. And I don't see Johnson in lane 7. So those are the boys are waiting to run next, as this is the last heat for the girls.
The stadium record for the 200-meter dash for the girls is a 24.80, set in 2002 by John C. Lyles from Austin Johnston.
Looks like Dartez and McWilliams. Going to be, boy, I tell you what, it's neck and neck.
Neck and neck right now, isn't it?
Come down a photo finish. I think McWilliams might have edged Dartez for first. But a good race. Both of those young ladies should be in the finals tomorrow. 0.07 of a second.
In fact, those top four, those first four,
right there,
are there. Now I don't know what the other heat's going to be like, but.
And now we're with the boys. 200-meter dash, the varsity division, last race of the evening. We'll have 3 heats. Heat 1, lane 2, Gabe Cross from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Gunnar Winkler from Bandera. Lane 4, Colby Brown from Bernie. Lane 5, Kate Yinsky from Fredericksburg. And lane 6, from Canyon Lake, Cameron Valagura. Kate Yinsky, one of my basketball players, just a junior. Glad to see him out running track, helping out another sport. Did a great job in football this year and in basketball and even cross country. In fact, a 4-sport letterman for the Billies.
Good student.
Yeah, outstanding young man.
Comes from good folks.
Yep.
And 2 older brothers that were all pretty good athletes.
Yep, both of his older brothers played basketball for the Billies. Cole and Joel. Mom was a track star.
Yes.
You know, ran the 800 and the mile, I believe, or the mile and 2 mile.
3,200. Yep, sure did.
Yep. And I think Gina actually got to the state tournament. I mean, state track meet. I want to think Kate's mom did. If she's paying attention, she can text me and tell me.
Sure. She's not doing much else probably right now.
But she's over there. She's in the tent. She's doing all the work with the results. We appreciate Gina giving the awards out and taking care of that and taking care of us.
Yep.
But right now, she's got her probably eyes set on how Kate's going to run.
I'm sure she's watching. As she should be.
Yes. In fact, you see her right there. She's in the red. She's walking there.
Yep.
She's got her camera out, I guess.
Yep.
Good for her. Looks like Kate's looking back going, Mom, you got the camera ready? Because we're fixing to start. So telling those guys, wait a minute, we can't start yet.
Yes.
She's not ready. So
my mom's not ready.
Yeah. Boy, you know, it's what they say. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. So, but here we go, Heat 1. And that's Colby Brown from Bernie.
Boy, he jumped out there.
He did. He got a great start. And here comes Yinsky.
Cade pretty strong. I don't know if he'll make up that much or not.
Well, it's just the prelims. You want to get a good time, don't want to get hurt. So Yinsky was second. Nice run there by Colby Brown from Bernie. He's going to have a pretty good time. Boy, I tell you what, he got out of the blocks quick, 22.7. That's a pretty good time there for.
That's a decent time.
Yeah, for just a prelims.
You know, Bernie has always had distance people and sprinters.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Well, Heat 2 will be Lane 2, Aaron Oviedo from Bernie. Lane 3, Shane Moss from Canyon Lake. Lane 4 from Wimberley, Juan Almeida Barraco. In lane 5, John Paul Castro from Bernie. Lane 6, Ryan Rivali from Canyon Lake. And in lane 7, Felix Diaz from Bandera. What is the what's the time here for the record, the stadium record?
For the men,
for the boys, is it
20.97?
Wow, under 21.
Yeah. Set by one of Fredericksburg's own, Brendan West.
Okay.
Remember the West boys?
Yeah, I remember.
He was pretty stud. He went to college someplace, I know. Don't remember where he went.
Brendan West.
Brendan. Yeah, he had a younger brother.
So it looks like we have a scratch in lane 5. No John Paul Castro. And that's Almedo Barraco in lane 4 from Wimberley. Well, he's going to have a nice time as well.
Running pretty strong.
And then Shane Moss from Canyon Lake's going to get, well, I think he led up, and Rivali from Canyon Lake, I think, was able to cross before Moss.
All right, man, back this way.
And close to running in the 20, below 23.
Well, Heat 3 is going to be the end of the evening here. Lane 2, A.J. Washington from Davenport. Lane 3, Gibby Lambert from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Cameron Whita from Wimberley. Lane 5, Latrell Ross from Davenport. Lane 6, Ty Pruitt from Wimberley. And lane 7, Garrett Meyer from Bandera. I think the guy to watch here in lane 4, Cameron Whita. He's got one of the top times here in the region. He was a heck of a running back this year for the Texans. So this is the final heat
of the
day and of the 200-meter dash for the Varsity boys. And like we said, boy, Wade is out.
Big, strong.
He's out in a hurry. That's Wada, and then his teammate Pruitt in second. Here comes Latrell Ross from Davenport, and I think Ross made a comeback and caught him.
Man, got him right there at the tape.
It'll be interesting to see what the photo finish says. They're going to say Ross got him 300ths of a second. So Davenport, Wimberley. Boy, and that wraps it up for the day. Boy, I thought it was a great day. We had some fine performances in the field events, and Prelims did a nice job. What are your thoughts on the day, Bill?
Well, I'm anxious to see what the point totals are for both the girls and the boys.
Going into tomorrow's finals?
Going into tomorrow's finals, yes. I think the Fredericksburg girls probably have a lead. I would think that possibly Wimberley has a lead in the boys division.
Yeah.
We've seen some pretty good athletes, and I look forward to tomorrow to watch the open events and also the relays. And think we'll have a great district track meet.
Yeah, well, things will start off tomorrow. 6:15 we'll kick it off with the national anthem, or 6:10, and then we'll start the 400-meter relay. That'll be what that's going to kick it off at 6:15. We'll go with the JV girls, and then we'll end around 9:35, 9:25 with the 1,600-meter relay, the most exciting race.
Absolutely.
And the most important, because it's the most points that you can get at a track meet, for those teams who are vying for a team district championship. So, boy, what a great day. We had great weather all day, and hopefully we'll have the same. Once again, we want to thank great job, Caleb, and those guys doing the cameras, Paige working in the trailer, setting everything up for Billies.Live. It was a great day. We'll be here tomorrow. Tim Kame and Bill White. I guess it's time to send off, and we will see you guys tomorrow. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and tuning in tomorrow, and we'll have another great day.
Very good. Very well.
All right, so peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Good, safe travels for those people going home, and we'll get going tomorrow.